An organization calling itself the Radical Economic Transformation Forces this morning announces its political position ahead of the 29 May polls. The organization is allegedly linked to the Amadela Ngokubona, also known as the construction mafia in KwaZulu-Natal. They're also known to be supporters of the leader of uMkhonto weSizwe party, former President Jacob Zuma's party. Newzroom Africa's Ntando Mnyandu joins us now for more on the story. A really interesting one and so multi-layered. Tell us a bit more about the organization, Ntando.
Well, good morning to you, Iban, and our viewers at home. The organization was registered as an NPO back in 2015 and 2016 by a group calling themselves Radical Economic Transformation, forces, who have been, very vocal about issues pertaining to the economy of the country, how it is, according to them, still in the hands of the minority and is controlled by so-called white monopoly capital. So they've been very vocal also on the issues of land in South Africa, particularly in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, saying that they want land to be in the hands of the Ingonyama Trust. Now they are singing a tune saying that they want KwaZulu-Natal to be, for a lack of a better word, or a better phrase, to be an independent state, saying that the president of the country can keep South Africa, but KwaZulu-Natal should belong to Amakhosi, because they believe that Amakhosi are the ones, who are the closest to the people. They understand the needs that people on the ground, have. But right now, they want to make a pronouncement on their political, affiliation ahead of the May 29 polls. They also want to, express their dissatisfaction on quite a number of issues, ranging from the issue of soaring unemployment rate, the high cost of living, as well as issues pertaining to foreign nationals. We know that they once made calls that led to a pronouncement that was made by the late Amazulu King Goodwill Zwelithini Kapeguzulu, who said, South Africa belongs to South Africans. Those who do not belong here should pack their bags and leave. But to tell us more about what can we expect this morning, because they have already made suggestions and pronouncements that they are aligned to the newly formed uMkhonto weSizwe ahead of the May 29 polls. But let me bring into this conversation Dr. Andile Hlatshwayo, who will tell us briefly on what is it that they stand for. Bab Hlatshwayo, thank you very much for your time. Radical Economic Transformation, what is it that you are seeking to communicate this morning?
First and foremost, I would like to take this opportunity to greet you and your viewers. First and foremost, I think it's very much important for people to understand when we refer to RET, it's a Radical Economic Transformation. As you have said earlier on, we are registered as an NPC. We began with the process from 2016 up until a proper registration was then done in 2018. We've been vocal on many issues that affect the majority of our people in particular. But as we are here today, we want to actually allow the society to know as well where do we stand and what we see as a problem as a country, be it on your economical challenges that we are facing as a country and the government of the day. And we need to stress this out. There's never been any transition, neither transformation to our people. What we have seen instead, we have seen the continuity of the minority ruling and being capitalist in our own people, and we have our people that are being suppressed and vulnerable. We've got many people even today as we speak. The unemployment rate is very, very high. There's never been any change since even the current president, who is Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, has taken. There's never been any change as far as it is concerned. That is why we have taken initiative as a Radical Economic Transformation champion to say that enough is enough. we will stand and protect our people by obviously voicing it out and also following certain processes that will ensure that our society gets actually out of the challenges and predicaments that we are facing as a country.
If your press releases anything to go by, you said you will make a pronouncement on your preferred political home and you would want to encourage your followers to vote right come May 29 elections. What is that political home and what do you mean by encouraging your supporters to vote the right way come May 29?
It is obviously known, and then we can also announce it, that the MK's ideology serves the interest of the people, and we must take in regard that the former President Jacob Zuma, whom actually was part of the formation and the policies of the ANC at the time, wherein he was very much vocal with it. It is the very same call that we've actually adhered to, more especially the ideology of the MK. It's not only about the few individuals, as we have seen what is going on within the ANC, but it is more on the interest of the majority of our people, which says let there be an opportunity that each and every people for our country gets, and they get economically empowered. And also in relation to the issue of the kings as well, it is also our call that the government of the day must greatly acknowledge and gives honor to the king and its operation of every kingdom, and that's what we're actually calling upon.
Okay. Lastly, you are aligned to ubumbano lwabantu unemployment group and Amadela Ngokubona, which are labeled as construction mafias. Do you endorse or do you promote disruptions that often occur that are spearheaded by the so-called Amadela Ngokubona, complaining and advancing their interest of getting a 30% stake in whatever construction that goes on in the province of KwaZulu-Natal? What is your stance as the radical economic transformation?
First and foremost, the 30%, it was also part of the decision of the ANC at the time that was led by the former President Jacob Zuma, which was to say that let our communities benefit, because you find that in every location, or be it in wherever opportunities were given, only the few individuals will benefit. But therein, you've got people that are capable in the society wherever they are. They were not given an opportunity. So it was then, therefore, infiltrated by the so-called system of the day through governance of now, which is Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, which is to deprive the economic transformation to our society. We have stood as RET champion, and also together with our allies, which is ubumbano Lokuthola Organization, Unemployment Trust, and also we've also got the taxi representatives, which are the stalwarts. And therefore, we make a call to all South African citizens. And we've gone even beyond that, because what we have done now, we've made partnership with other African countries, the likes of your Congo. And we are also in a verge of pleading with the BRICS as well to join force with them as independent radical economic transformation champion.
So are you voting MK come May 29?
It is without a doubt because of its ideology that is to serve the interest of our people.
Well, the RET forces, they are saying without a doubt they'll be voting uMkhonto weSizwe come May 29 polls. With that, it's back to you for now, Iman.
Ntando, Mnyandu, thank you very much. Live for us from KwaZulu-Natal.